So Sharon Osbourne, as we know, but let me start here.
Okay.
We know that the recent interview with Oprah, Meghan Markle, and Prince Harry all together has caused a royal debacle of royal ponderosa during this pandemic. And so everybody has had their opinions on it. Sharon Osbourne shared her recent opinion on it. And I wanted you to take a look at how her co-host responded to her. Let's take a look.
I support him for his freedom of speech, and he's my friend. I'm not racist, neither is Piers racist, and I hate the fact of even saying I'm not racist. I'm the last person in the world who's racist.
And I've never seen anything come out of you other than, if I don't know, I'm willing to learn. If it comes off a certain way, I stand corrected. That's the only thing I'm saying. So what would you say to people who may feel that while you're standing by your friend, it appears that you give validation or safe haven to something that he has uttered that is racist, even if you don't agree?
I don't think you're racist, just to say that super plainly. I don't think you're racist. But I think if people know you're not racist, they would want you to stand up to your friend who has done racist things, who has been sexist in the coverage of Meghan. I think that's where it's coming from.
I feel even like I'm about to be put in the electric chair because I have a friend who many people think is a racist, so that makes me a racist. And for me, at 68 years of age, to have to turn around and say, I ain't racist. What's it got to do with me? How can I be racist about anybody?
Oh, man.
How can I be racist about anybody or anything in my life? How can I?
Well, I tell you,
what?
We'll be right back.
What?
We have more topics, so don't go away. But I want you to hear from me.
I will ask you again, Cheryl.
Yes.
I've been asking you during the break. I am asking you again. And don't try and cry, because if anyone should be crying, it should be me. Educate me. Tell me when you have heard him say racist things.
It is not the exact words of racism. It's the implication and the reaction to it. To not want to address that because she is a black woman and to try to dismiss it or to make it seem less than what it is. That's what makes it racist.
Ooh, Jesus.
So for me,
Help
it
me,
would have
Lord.
been definitely, for me, like, listen, Cheryl, baby.
Rebecca's pulling up her braids. She ready to fight.
Here
we go.
Cheryl, you could
She's taking off her earring.
Cheryl, you could have definitely.
Girl, I got the Vaseline.
Right, Sharon, the way that you wanted to, but me, sweetie, on the other hand, I'm just not. No, seriously though.
What you say? It's a problem?
Seriously though, I do not like the fact that Cheryl. I know it's a talk show for them. I do, and I know that Cheryl wanted to make sure that she wasn't viewed as the angry woman who should have educated Sharon in that moment.
Yeah.
And then here's my thing about it. Sharon wanted to make sure that it was only her tears that were viewed as something that people can empathize with, those white guilt tears. And so even though Cheryl was getting emotional, like, girl, I'm trying not to make you look crazy, and you got me out here looking crazy, and I actually love you as a person, and I'm trying my best, not because for me, if I look crazy, I'm gonna get attacked. But now
I'm not a racist.
And then she said, but I'm not a racist. And she's like, educate me, tell me. First of all, heifer, the one thing I'm not gonna do is educate you on and nothing, because that is not my responsibility.
Right.
And I had to learn that myself. In this space, I had to learn that myself. I do give you guys tips and tidbits, and I tell y'all, please don't. But you don't. For me to educate you, don't ever yell at me and tell me to educate you, especially as a white woman. I will smack
Educate me.
I will smack it at it. I will smack that accent out of your mouth. Don't. And I say that with
straight English, regular English.
I say that with the most disrespect, because watching that to me was as if she was talking to somebody, who was more inferior than her. My friend Piers Morgan doesn't say anything racist, and I don't have a racist bone in my body. But you're yelling at this black woman here in this space. And that's what bothered me the most. What's funny is she ended up giving a statement, because that's what all these people who have been supporting Piers Morgan or the other side, the royals and things like that. They have now been, like 2 days later, they're saying, this is how they're all starting it. After much reflection. And she put that out yesterday. After much reflection, I realized that my words, or I've overstated, what I was trying to say. I wasn't able to articulate what I was trying to say. But Cheryl, baby, I love how poised you were. But I'm tired of y'all in these spaces expecting us to be so poised when we're being disrespected by white women. That woman was screaming, yelling at her, telling her that her feelings don't matter as a black woman. And saying to her that my feelings as a white woman matter more. I don't care of anything that you're trying to say when it comes to Piers Morgan speaking against this woman and her color and defending these royals and being mad at that he was rejected. And then she said, tell me when he said anything that was racist. And sweetie, we could go through a whole book. Cheryl was like, it's the implication. And Cheryl made it nice and sweet and broke that down for her. But here's the thing. Sharon wasn't going to take that. She still was like, tell me, you ain't telling me nothing. You ain't telling me nothing. He literally yelling and owning the room. As Cheryl had to stay calm. And I'm tired of y'all expecting us black women to stay calm in these environments. And we have to, because we don't want to look crazy. We don't want to lose our jobs because we done drag this heifer across the room. We don't want to lose our jobs because we told her what's up the way that she's in the same manner that she's telling us. But when it comes from a black woman, it's a problem.
Cheryl's blood pressure in that clip, I guaranteed you, went from something stable to like she might need to go see a doctor, right? Because the amount of energy that it takes for us to have to coddle whiteness in its greatest and most arrogant form, where she's literally shedding white tears.
I'm 68 years old. How could I possibly be a racist?
Well, you're old enough to have been back there during the civil rights movement. She has been a racist too. Like, let's be clear, right? But then for Cheryl to have to compartmentalize all of her righteous indignation. See, this is why black people be dying so young. Because if we really gave y'all what y'all deserve, shit, we'd all be in jail right now. But instead, we internalize it. And a lot of people were giving, like Rebecca, like you said, a lot of people were giving Cheryl her kudos for being professional and handling it so eloquently. But I'm sorry, it's time out for handling this stuff eloquently, because y'all ain't learning. Y'all don't want to learn. You expect us to teach you when you got Google. You can learn anything you need to learn. But the fact is that she has no interest in actually learning about how her friend is a racist. She needed that moment to be about her and her tears, and then denied Cheryl. When she denied Cheryl her emotions and said, don't you start crying right now. And that's exactly what she was doing. She should be, she better be glad Cheryl ain't take that wig off and drag her half across the stage.
Hit her with the wig. Hit her with the wig. It's like it's right in the face. It's crazy. Wipe them white guilt tears right off her face with the wig, because and it shows you right here, because Sharon Osbourne has actually been in the media years ago for saying racist things. And so her and her husband. So these are the people who love the royals and they're racist themselves. So, just because you come from England does not mean your tears cry differently here. Doesn't mean that your racism is different. You're the same racist, you're same white race. You're a Karen. Sharon.
In that moment, she was demonstrating the racism that's inside of her, right? Yes. She was using her power on that stage, on that platform, her position on the show, and her whiteness to dominate Cheryl's humanity. I'm sorry, that has got to be one of the greatest examples. Racism ain't just calling us the N-word, y'all. Racism isn't just, whatever you think that is like a cliche form of racism. Racism is right there in that moment where she decided that she was going to leverage her power as a white woman to infringe on other people's humanity because she needed that moment to be about her. So telling
a black woman that your voice doesn't matter, and then yelling at her to educate me, and then tell her that her emotions don't matter, when her emotions were literally trying to save Sharon's image on air.
Oh man,
And then with her bald-headed dog. Everything bald-headed black folks when they mad at it. But her dog there's just white privilege everywhere here. Like,
oh my God.
When he first said that the dog was up there, I'm just like, y'all know why that dog up there. Come on.
Right.
She got more respect for her dog.
Of it.
The caucasity of it all.
Bro, she had more respect for her damn dog in that moment than she had for Cheryl.
Yep.
And then the girl next to her, was trying to feed into it too. I know you're not a racist. I don't think you're a racist. I don't think. Heifer, shut up. Because now the blackest woman on stage has to be like nice too. And she's trying to really be sweet and nice about it, because if the blackest woman on stage is going to say something, everybody's going to be like,
she's an angry black woman.
She go.
But you know what? Check me out. I want to extend a license to every black person in this country. Be an angry black woman. Be an angry black man. Be an angry non-gender conforming black person. Because you know what? If you internalize it, it's going to kill you. Make them pay. Make them carry the burden of their ignorance and their stupidity and their unwillingness to Google and look at themselves in the mirror and realize, oh yeah, I have been part and parcel with the system. We've been internalizing it so long, and it's been literally killing us. You think black folks, we ain't just got high blood pressure because we like ham hocks and collard greens and all whatever. We got high blood pressure because we've been carrying y'all infantile brains when it comes to racism. And all the time, we got to suck it up because we don't want people to think we're angry. I'm angry.